Hi there, this is video 8.3 and it's talking about scale factor. And scale factors, they have a symbol, better make it like that, lowercase k, where it's a diagram measurements divided by the real measurements. One thing I remember about scale is the real measurements is always the denominator, always the bottom number. This part might change a little bit depending on what we're talking about, but the bottom one is always the real one or the actual one. All right, so scale factor K is a number created from two corresponding measurements of two similar objects or shapes. There's no units involved and it can be measured in a fraction, a decimal, or a percent. So the diameter of the animal cell represented by this scale is actually 0.25 millimeters. Okay. What factor scale was used to draw this? So the diagram measurement is 3.5 centimeters. And this is 0.25. Oh, sneaky. Watch for this all the time. Look, 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 look. Those units are not the same. And I guess they're making the big assumption that everybody can do a quick conversion. There are 10 millimeters in a centimeter. So each one of those is a little millimeter. That's why it's 10, 20, 30. But this is also 1 centimeter. So if we take our centimeters and multiply them by 10, you'll get 35 millimeters. So once we have that, where are we going to do it? We'll do it here. K is equal to diagram over real. K is equal to, my diagram is 35 millimeters. Oopsies. Divided by 0.25 millimeters. Units aren't important because they're going to cancel out anyway. And it says that there's no units in it. So K is equal to, I'm hoping it's a big number, 35 divided by 0.25, 140. Okay, so just a reminder, with your scale or your scale factor, especially your scale factor, if it's bigger than 1, that means your diagram is bigger than it really is. And this is an enlargement, so that makes sense. Okay. So just remember that, right? You know this is bigger than it really is. So if you accidentally got your numbers messed up, this would be less than 1. You go, oh, got that backwards. Just flip it. Don't have to freak out. Don't have to, I can't do math. Just flip it over, right? But it's always diagram compared to real. Big Jake. Let's picture Big Jake down there. Hold on. Big Jake the horse. He was 210 centimeters to the top of his withers. Okay, and that's basically his back. There's like a little bump there on horses. Okay, what's the scale factor on the picture? Well, K is equal to diagram over real. K is equal to, well, we know the real is 210 centimeters. We need to measure the actual picture. And we want to go, now this is not a great picture because it's at a bit of an angle. So I'm going to choose that this spot, I'm going to measure down to here. Because, yeah, I'll kind of make them taller. And just draw that. I did look, oops, can't see. I did look for a picture of Big Jake standing square to the camera. I couldn't find one. So from the arrow to the line, which is where his foot is. Okay, so it's 40 millimeters, right? That's what my ruler is. Sorry, I keep moving that up, right? But the measurement of Big Jake was in centimeters. So that's 4 centimeters. So remember, millimeters to centimeters is always a factor of 10, and millimeters is the smaller one. So if I take millimeters and convert it to centimeters, it's a factor of 10, so that gives me 4 centimeters. This can be 4. Oops. Okay. Is equal to 4 divided by 210. 0.019. Okay. So here's the cool part. You can use scale factor to determine how tall the lady is. So if we know that K is equal to diagram over real, we know K is 0.019. Now we're gonna have to measure the lady in the diagram. And real, I'm gonna just put it as an R, is the one that we're not gonna know. So we'll measure the pretty little lady in the diagram. And I'm gonna say she is 35 millimeters, which is 3.5 centimeters. All right, so then we're gonna cross multiply. 3.5 times 1 is equal to 0.019 R. Oops. All right, getting ahead of myself. Divide by 0.019. 0.019. So 3.5 divided by 0.019. 184. Now this was in centimeters, so then this is in centimeters, and there we go. All right, I'm going to show you a trick though. You don't okay, here's the real truth. I did questions like this for years, never using a scale factor, because what you can also do is you can go diagram over real equals diagram over real. And we're going to say this is horse and this is lady. So in the diagram we measured Big Jake to be 4 centimeters. And in real life he is 210 centimeters. And then we measured the lady, and the lady was 3.5 centimeters. And we want to know her real value. So cross multiply. 4x is equal to 3.5 times 210. 2.5 times 210, 735. Divide by 4, divide by 4. Gives you 183.75, which we can round to 184. So same answer. You don't have to necessarily do the scale, but it said, find the scale factor. Slight difference because in this one, when you did that on your calculator, you saw there were some decimals I didn't carry. So, but when we round it, she's still 184 centimeters up. And there you go. Have a great day.